Hello, this is the RetroTech 120p challenge, and look what we're playing. R Type the sequel to R Type, and there, as I'm launched in my R9 vessel from, for some reason, a not straight launching pad there from a big vessel, I'm presuming. It's just spat me into space, but I don't know why they want to start the poor old pilot off like that, sort of having to heavily lean out just to escape like the launch vessel, but there we are. So yes, the RetroTech 120p challenge. What do you do in that then? Well, you can have as many practice goes as you want, and as soon as you press the record button, that is your go. I had 2 practice runs. I didn't get very far in either, so I was like, it's a shoot 'em up. I'm bad at them, so I'm just going to play it and get on with my week. Someone else will definitely win this week, for sure, as you will soon discover. But yeah, if you want to join in, please do join the group. It will be wonderful to see you and your little fingers tapping away at various arcade games, no doubt with some hilarious patter about your week or some such. So what is R Type 2? Well, it is the sequel to, guess what, R Type. So yeah, incredible, eh? It's the direct sequel to R Type, which was released in 1987. This one came out in 1989, again by irem. It wasn't a hugely different game, as you can see. It's very similar, although in a very rusty environment here. Those aliens haven't maintained their ship very well. Look at all that sort of oxidized iron in the background. You need to pay closer attention to your spaceships now. You're not all, I don't know, made out of space boogers like you were in the first game. But yeah, it's fairly decent horizontal shoot 'em up, as it should be. irem built on the success of the first one and went, let's do this exactly the same again, but with some different backdrops and some different weapons. Why not? It's been ported to many a computer, many a console, many a handheld, many a virtual shop and phone, from the 16-bit pair of the ST and the Amiga and the Game Boy, with the Super Nintendo version called Super R Type being a sort of remix. Yes, that is how you kill the first boss. You just sort of position your little lumpy bit, your force, over his belly, and he dies in a half a second. The PC Engine R Type 2 was just the second half of the first game, so it doesn't count, and Super R Type was a remix. It also came out on the iPhone, the Android, the Virtual Console, as part of the R Types compilation on the PS1, on Xbox Live, and it also came out on the PSN network. Very short video this. I've only got about 3 minutes left, because despite the success of that first level, I don't get very far in this one. And as with horizontal shoot 'em ups, as we all know, as soon as you lose your power-ups the first time, you're pretty much shagged unless you're really good at the game, and I'm not. So let's talk about genital facts while we die. I went with aliens, and if you saw in the thumbnail, I put Geiger there because, as we all know, Geiger wasn't really about subtext when it came to genitals. He's more about sort of straight up text when it came to genitals. He didn't care. There you go. This is the start of my downfall. Just a thumb through any of his art books will reveal he liked a Willy and he liked a Fanny, and more power to him, I guess. But I was here to talk about aliens as a deeper thing, and obviously he was a brilliant choice for aliens because it is largely an allegory for sexual violence. Yes, those things they made kids' toys about, and all the Aliens versus Predator stuff and all that is all about rape, unfortunately. The early Alien movies are basically an allegory for rape and motherhood, a reminder that they sold kids' toys again there. I'm just going to point that out again. They sold kids' toys. That's my first credit done. The aliens, just think about it, the aliens would penetrate the victims with their big genital heads, fought against their will. They would then get them pregnant by sticking a face hugger which had a pair of testicles on it, and it was force its little phallus down the poor human's throat. The eggs on the alien eggs had like labia on top of them, you know, and the baby alien is basically coloured like a cock. So yeah, it's not really genital facts, it's just me pointing out really obvious stuff this week about aliens. But when you've got to shoot them up, set in space, and you've already covered aliens, you've already covered robots, and zero gravity sex, what else can you talk about? So yes, I was talking about the allegory of rape and aliens. So you might not have spotted that before. If you didn't, you're probably not great at subtext, but that's fine. It's a big scary film with aliens in it, and that's why we love it, really. Nothing to do with all the sexual violence connotations. So yeah, R Type then. Blooming good game, isn't it? Yes. I'd probably like to play through this at some point. Big fan of the original. So R Type 2, almost as good, I'd say. I found the first one a bit easy in this. I don't like these fellas, by the way. But that's the end of me go. So you can watch everyone else on the channel who do a lot better than me, and I'll just go and disappear into your memory for a week. Until next time, kids. Thanks, and bye.